Hey guys, what it do? It's your boy Supreme Uchiha, the God, man. You already know, man. That new Unordinary, bro. We been fast pass gang now these days, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna slowly catch up to this bitch. We're only a chapter away from the latest fast pass, but I'm gonna take my time on that. Just maybe, just to not get too far ahead of myself, you know what I'm saying? But first of all, don't forget to press that like button and leave a comment and subscribe, man. We trying to get 300 subscribers. We're only 8 subscribers away. You guys have been freaking amazing. Thank you guys for actually reacting to it and actually getting these numbers up. You know what I'm saying? So the goal for this month is to reach 300. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost the end of May. We only have like a week and a half left. Let's get these numbers. 8 subscribers. I know we got this. I know we got this, Supreme Gang. I know we got this. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so this chapter of Unordinary, man. You to be honest, these past few chapters kind of feel like a little bit of filler. You know what I'm saying? Maybe before the big massive arc that's gonna happen between Seraphina, Claire, Blyke, Isen, and Remi and all the guys. Arlo versus John. You know what I'm saying? I think this is like the build up to that situation. They want you to kind of understand. They want to explore, the background of John and to really get the mindset that he's in. Now, what this chapter did for me, at least, is it just made me feel less sympathy for John because Claire literally made this boy. You know what I'm saying? You know the way they say sometimes, there's these jokes, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, a woman doesn't deserve 50% of a man that's like, what's gonna be successful without them, you know what I'm saying? And some women obviously definitely deserve probably more than that because they really be holding it down, you know what I'm saying? But Claire is one of those women. She deserves like 90% of the credit for John becoming OP. But this nigga just, forgot. He just forgot where he came from. He just forgot that without Claire, he ain't get no sauce. Without Claire, he's still a cripple. Without Claire, he ain't winning like this. He ain't gonna climb up these ladders. He ain't gonna be this strong. So after middle school, they became the new hot shit. They became the new, OP motherfuckers. They became the strongest in the school. You know what I'm saying? First, he was losing still, but he was getting better at using his powers with the help of Claire and Adrian. Mainly Claire, he accelerated his growth. He exponentially. You know what I'm saying? He blew up exponentially. You know what I'm saying? He just kept climbing up these ladders. He just kept climbing up these goddamn towers till he reached the goddamn tippity top. You know what I'm saying? And then he forgot where he came from. He don't forgot who propped them and who propelled them up to this goddamn heights. He forgot Miss Claire, goddamn it. That disrespect. I'm disappointed in you, John. I am hella disappointed in you, John. And he's repeating the same bullshit with Seraphina. God damn it, John. Hella disappointed. You know what I'm saying? But that's what happens. That's what happens. Unfortunately, this shit happens in real life. You help somebody succeed, you help somebody do great, and they turn around and be like, who? You did what? I did this shit by myself. That's why one of the things I appreciate about Drake, he always appreciates the people that propelled him up. He says, I couldn't do shit. I couldn't do it on my own. Everybody's always like, I did it on my own, by myself. Ain't nobody else. I don't need nothing. Nigga, we gonna do this without your engineer. We gonna do this without the producer. We gonna do this without all your niggas. We gonna do this without the videographer. We gonna do this without the. Come on, bro. You ain't do this. I mean, Russ is probably the only motherfucker that can say I did it by myself. You know what I'm saying? There's a few niggas that can't say it. I ain't gonna lie. There's a few motherfuckers that they did it by themselves, man. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, a lot of people get some kind of help by somebody somewhere or at some point. You know what I'm saying? So just appreciate motherfuckers. And Johnny's just not that nickel. He's just not that nickel. You know what I'm saying? Now, we don't say nigga anymore on this channel. We say nick. Nick. You know what I'm saying? N-I-cuke. Cuke. Not cute. Cuke. N-I-cuke. Nickel. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? You can call me Nick. I don't care what race you are. You know what I'm saying? Nick. Not nigga. Nick. That's the new way. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. The Nick is crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? But, look, not too much to talk about this chapter minus really the mental aspect of John. I think it's kind of like the Napoleon complex. You know what I'm saying? When you're short, you want to be taller, you get angrier, you're more aggressive because you have to you're not compromise, but you have to like make up for that difference or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like he's doing this. He did the same thing with the lack of power. Like because he lacked power for so long, when he got it, he was like making up for it. You know what I'm saying? He was just like, yeah. That's why like people say short ass bosses be angry as motherfucker. Probably a big ass stereotype, but hey, we gonna make blanket ass statements sometimes. And it's just like, yo, bro, like that shit makes sense though. That shit makes sense. The motherfucker was bullied for his height, and now he got power, and he's hiring somebody taller. He might just abuse that shit. It's a systematic circle. You know what I'm saying? It's a circle of life. It's unfortunate, but we gonna be repeating the same mistakes over and over and over again. The human race been doing this throughout history. God damn it. That's why there's been so many wars. That's why there's been so many conquerings. That's why there's been like civilizations rise and they fall. You know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers be repeating the exact same mistakes over and over and over and over again. And John is in a cycle of trauma, is in a cycle of abuse, is in a cycle of power, hunger. You know what I'm saying? And now that he's powerful, he just abusing the shit out of it. So Claire noticed it really, really early. You know what I'm saying? I initially I had said that Adrian is the closer friend, but obviously since Claire joined the clique, you know what I'm saying? Since she became part of the Nicks, you know what I'm saying? I think she really propelled her relationship with John to a new height. She really like became super close with this man to a point where it's like, yo, obviously she's the one. You know what I'm saying? She's number uno, but she noticed real quick because she spent a lot of time with John, making, training him and creating her own king. You know what I'm saying? Creating her own knight, creating her own lethal weapon, but she only wanted this weapon to be a defensive mechanism against other weapons. You know what I'm saying? But John became a sword. He was supposed to be a shield, but my boy became a sword, and he started stabbing niggas left, right, and center. You know what I'm saying? And it was unfortunate. It was unfortunate, and Claire noticed it super early and was just like, yo, like, you should have stopped once you had him beat. It doesn't matter what he says. Like, you don't let that shit get to you. And we noticed John let shit get to him really, really easy. My Nick sensitive. He's sensitive as fuck, bro. He needs to goddamn relax. If you that strong, you don't need to be that sensitive. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can annihilate the boy. You already annihilated the boy. Like, why are you being so sensitive about some shit he says? You know what I'm saying? Like, give him a slap and leave that nigga walk, bro. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta break his legs. You ain't gotta beat him to a pulp so much that you get a suspension or detention or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then the crazy thing at the end of it all, when Claire calls him out, you know what I'm saying? He just looks at her, oh, you're not gonna hear me practice? You're not gonna hear me practice? Oh, so you gonna be my enemy now too, huh? You're not gonna hear me practice? You're not gonna hear me get stronger? Huh, lame, you are lame. Huh, you ain't gonna make me be stronger? Lame, lame. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to become OP out here. Lame. How dare you not help me? You lame bum nigga. You know what I'm saying? And literally, like, Claire was like, yo, bro, like, the fuck, bro? Like, what you mean? You was a bum before you met me. You know what I'm saying? Without me, you'd still be a bum, Nick. You know what I'm saying? But that's the unfortunate. Again, it's unfortunate to see, man. It's unfortunate to see. John was just a messed up kid, bro. John was just not. You know what I'm saying? And I feel it. Look, the trauma and all that shit. I get it. Like, don't blame the victim. But my nigga went from victim to abuser. So I'm blaming the abuser. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's the thing. Like, people like to make excuses. Look, to some degree, there is an excuse to it. And then there's a certain threshold that it passes where it's just there's no excuse no more. It's no longer, okay, look, this caused that, sure, but you went beyond that and started causing the same shit that was caused to you. And it's just not good. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing about it. It's like if you had a cheating spouse and then you go to every other relationship and start cheating back. Right? Look, it doesn't excuse what they did to you, but it also doesn't excuse what you doing to others. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta remember that. You just gotta remember that shit. You know what I'm saying? When thinking about this situation sometimes. But it's bro. Look, Claire was called him out, and I like that. I like that she had the balls to just say it to his face, like, bruh. You know, she asked Adrian, you ain't noticed nothing? Adrian like, nah, man, he gang, bro. You know what I'm saying? He gang, he gang. But he ain't there half the time. But he like, yeah, he gang, bro. That's all boy. That's all nigga. You know what I'm saying? And nah, bro. Nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nah. It is what it is, man. I think, this really opened my eyes more on, like, John, and he just who he is. I think it's just who he is, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think the years and years of bullying have affected him to a point of no turning back. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Seraphina seemed to have rekindled his trust of other people, and then he himself destroyed it and is blaming Seraphina for it. So I'm extremely intrigued by what happens next. I'm extremely intrigued by how, like what really pushes it over the edge? Because I mean, it already feels like he's over the edge. I hope they don't drag this backstory too much. I think one more chapter was enough. I think we knew this. I think before they even showed it. Look, showing it is cool, but I think just like relax and only like skim past this bitch. There, we ain't need 10 chapters explaining this bitch. We know what happened. You know what I'm saying? We know what leads to him being being the way he is. Like I honestly felt like the previous flashbacks was enough. Like I know we're hearing it from the horse's mouth, but like skip past or something. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's good to know how he learned about his powers though. That part I'm really like. Again, I enjoyed the chapter, sure, but I just don't want it to drag to a point where you're like feeling like watching Naruto fillers. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it is what it is. It's been your boy Supreme Uchiha, the God, man. What you guys think of John? What you guys think of John's backstory? What you guys think of Claire, man? I think Claire, good girl, man. Not Remi level best girl, but definitely up there. You know what I'm saying? Up there for sure. I appreciate her, and again, she did try to talk to him. She did try. You know, we can see already that she been trying to talk to him, man. Early. This is before he's gonna reach the crazy peaks that he reaches later. She been trying to talk sense into him, but if the boy won't listen, the boy needs a whooping. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, it's been your boy Supreme Uchiha, the God, man. And guess what? I'm out. Subscribe! 300, baby. We're trying to get to that shit, bro.